everybody. So in today's video, I'm going to be walking you through my plans for next week, which is going to be all about love. I love doing Valentine activities with the kids. And this year, even though I'm teaching remotely, I still want to ensure that they're having those fun, engaging activities that we would typically do in the classroom. So I have my work cut out for me, but I think I have a good plan in works for me for next week for Valentine's, hearts, everything love. So let me show you what I'm going to be doing. Well, here we are. We're inside of my lesson plan book, and you know that I love OneNote. So this is what we're going to be doing for Monday. We're going to introduce with a story time and reading The Day It Rained Hearts. And then we're going to be doing a slideshow presentation with them using this. And I'll turn my camera around in just a minute and show you these activities in action. And then this is where we're doing pre-recorded. So I'll do pre-recorded things for them to post into Class Dojo. And then for math, which I love math, and I wish we were in the classroom and we all had the real candy hearts, and I might have time to go pick those up and send those out to my kids. But we're going to be graphing candy hearts, and I'm going to there again use a slideshow so that they could see candy hearts spilling out of the candy box, and then we're going to graph and talk about more, less, how many. So they're counting, they're kind of sorting, all of that fun stuff that goes along with that. And I have to read Froggy's First Kiss, by far one of my favorite books to read this time of year. The children think it's fun, it's funny, and we're just going to read it distantly. So I'm going to love that. And then we're going to be doing an activity, which is I Love You to Pieces, which, you know, if you've been on Pinterest or Instagram or any of those places, there's tons of different versions of I Love You to Pieces. So we are going to be doing an activity for that. And then here again, for on Thursday for math, I'm going to be doing some more slideshows, and we're going to be really concentrating and working on their memorization skills for colors so that they can remember, okay, which one's missing now. And we're going to be taking turns as we go through the slideshow for them to be able to identify which color heart is missing. And we're going to finish up our activity by playing a number bingo. And they're all going to have this in their take-home kits with their worksheets or their other sheets that are up here. And then we'll play that together on our distance learning platform. So that's kind of what I have going on in my lesson plans books. But let me flip the camera back around so I can show you some of these slideshows that I will be doing with my kids in our remote distance learning platform. Okay, so now in this slideshow, they're going to be looking at the beginning sounds. So the B's going to pop up, and there's going to be a different picture here in the middle, and they're going to identify the beginning sound. And then with each of those, they're going to find it on their sheet of what is the beginning sound and write it. So this is what our little slideshow is going to look like. So there's nothing, and then up pops one, and so they're going to go astronaut, astronaut. And then we're just going to keep playing through. And if we get through the whole slideshow, great. If not, no big deal. So it's just a fun way for them to practice their beginning sounds. Now for this slideshow, we're going to have them identify colors. So we're going to have them color each of these heart shapes, which matches the slideshow, and have them have out their crayons. And then what we're going to do is as we play the slideshow, they're going to be coloring in and graphing the candy hearts as they fall out of their box. So then here they're going to go, oh, green and orange. Then they're going to come over here to their worksheet, and they're going to go green and orange. And this we're going to be doing with them as we are on our Google Meet or our live meeting with them. Now for this game, it's just going to be on the Google Meets. They're not going to need a worksheet or anything for it. And there again, we're identifying the colors. So pink, purple, yellow, red, blue, green, white, and orange. and they're going to remember where they're at. And then we're going to play the next slideshow and we're going to call on our friends to see if they can figure out which one is missing. So then they have to identify which color was missing from our colored hearts, and then it will appear to check their answer. So once we click to the next one, if they said blue, then they're going to go, oh, see, they were right. And then we can just keep playing through, and it's going to have different ones missing each time. Okay, so basically that's what I'm going to be doing throughout the week for next week for my Google meetings. And then I also do my pre-recorded videos for instructional videos that I do throughout the week for them to complete in our class dojo. But probably one of the biggest questions I get is, where did I get my slideshow presentations from? I do belong to a teacher's toolkit that provides them in there. And then I also do create some of my own things on PowerPoint. So the membership, I can leave a link below for the membership. It is Pre-K Teacher's Toolkit. And I'll leave the link, and you get, it's a monthly subscription, and I provide lots of information within that membership that can be hands-on slideshows or whatever activities that might be pertaining to the season that can be done in classroom or through distance learning. So that's where I'm getting all of my slideshow presentations. And there again, if I see something that needs to be done, then I make my own slideshow presentation for myself. So let me turn the camera around and I'll show you what's inside that membership. Okay, so here I am. I'm inside of the website and I'm on the home page, and it is my Pre-K Teachers Toolkit. It's many different activities in the membership site that can be used for preschool to kindergarten. And then if you have some kids that need some interventions, there's lots of tools in here too to help you with the interventions. So when I go over here, I go to my monthly membership, and with the membership, you have to have a login information, and it comes out monthly with information. So inside the membership, so now I'm inside of my monthly membership, I could get a February's calendar, which you've seen on my YouTube video, and groundhogs, which is what I'm working on this week. So all the information, I have all this groundhog information in here. So this is stuff that you could be using in your distance learning platform. You can also be using this inside your classroom, especially if you have like a smart board or something like that you want to be able to project up onto your smart board. It's really good for that. These are lots of hands-on activities that can be done. And here's where I'm pulling from for my lessons for next week is the love bug section. And there again, in this packet right here is all of the love bug slideshows that I did, and then many, many more that I might be doing with some of my small group interventions that I'm doing to help build their knowledge. And then I'm also would be using some of this information too that's in the distance learning to help me create meaningful instructional videos for my kids to be able to access within Class Dojo. So I do use this packet a lot, especially right now in my distance learning platform. But there again, if I'm in the classroom, I'm going to be using the same stuff within the classroom as well to enhance the children's learning in there. There's so much information in here. And basically what you're doing is you have access to all this stuff, community helpers, big books, art projects, all kinds of different things that you could be doing that you need in the classroom anyway, that's provided to you monthly. Newsletters that you're sending out to your parents. You're getting planning calendars and planning templates to help you if you're like those digital stickers because you're planning. There's also that within the membership that you're getting every single month. January still stays up. So what happens is within this site for your membership, you're seeing about 3 months worth of information at a time. So you can plan in advance. And if you saw something that was in the previous month and you're like, well, we're working on that right now and it works and it fits, then you can pluck in these activities anytime throughout the year. So it's just a really great tool that I use to help me maintain my teacher work life and my home life. So this saves me a lot of time and energy by being able to come into this and extract information and activities that I want to do and put into my lesson plan. So I hope that kind of explains where I'm getting some of this stuff from. So well, thank you everybody for joining me today. If you like that video, please make sure you hit subscribe so that you won't miss out on any of my weekly planning videos that will be coming out. I'm hoping every Monday is my plan. So join me again next week. Next week, we're going to be planning community helpers. So I hope to see you then. Bye.